I think that forms and funnels are one of the least utilized but most powerful tools that an entrepreneur can have to grow their business. In this video, we're going to go from start to finish, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can use funnels to get leads and do it in minutes. If you want to grow a business, you need to watch this video because you're going to come away with a step-by-step playbook of how to use Onepage to get more customers. Thank you to Onepage for sponsoring this video and giving me the opportunity to share what's possible. Let's jump in. So we're going to create a new project. And in Onepage, you can either start with a template or create your own. First, we're going to start with a template to quickly show you what's possible with forms and funnels. Now, forms and funnels, I think, really takes Onepage to the next level and gives you a lot of capabilities to get leads. So let's click on forms and funnels. And you can see here, there's already dozens of templates of what you can use forms and funnels for. I'm going to go ahead and click this multi-step service configurator because this is a little bit more of a complicated one that I want to show you first. So let's go ahead and start with the template, and I'm going to give it a project name. And now we're inside of the project editor. So this was all done from the template, and I do really like using templates with Onepage because they have so many, and it just saves a lot of time to get you up and running. So there's a couple things to be aware of when you're inside of this editor. So we have the sections, and then inside of the sections, we have basically section 1 is a form. So if you want to add sections to the page, you would go ahead and do that. So let's say we wanted to do like an about section just to show you. If I click that, I can click 2 of them, for example. It just adds to the bottom of the page. So it's all on this individual page on the home page here, and I can show you later on how we could create additional pages. But then this first section is where we have the form. So if I click edit form, then on the left sidebar, it switches, and I can exit out to show you from the sections of the page to the steps of the form. So by default with this template, they added 3 steps and a finish step, but we could also add steps if we want. So if we click add steps, you can see we could add different steps here. And then within the actual form, if you want to add components to the form, you just go down to any of these sections. So let's say we wanted to add an additional field here. We could go ahead and press that plus button. And here we can click form elements. And then you can see there's all sorts of different types of form elements, such as checkbox. These are chips or labels, a scale. There's really any type of form element that you can think of. So for example, here we have the label, we have the plus and minus, and then we have the slider. So this is just here. Then if we go to the next step, you can see it's a 2-sided design. So we have we have some options here for people to select, but then also like an FAQ section, which you can also edit and add items to really easily. So all of this again is 100% customizable. Then we'll go to the next step. We have some contact details. And then under the next step, we have just a confirmation page. And this can, of course, be customized. In the form on the bottom, we have a few more sections to check out. We have settings, so you can see we can change to add a progress bar, for example, different types of transitions, which is nice. We also have logic, where you can add specific rules, for example. So if we wanted to add a rule to say if this was a specific answer, to skip the next question and just go to the finish step, that's an option. So you can fully decide on logic for each step. This is really powerful. If you ever use something like Typeform before, it's similar type of functionality. And then results. So we can see some really interesting analytics. You're going to be able to see sessions, leads, conversions. So this is really helpful. So like what percentage of people who land on your page are converting, how long it takes. You can see it on a funnel view. So you can see where are you potentially getting drop-offs, and then actually see all of the leads that have come in. As they come in, you would be able to see that. So really nice that all of this is built out. It's just a fully custom form and funnel builder that you have access to with Onepage, and you can use this in conjunction with any individual landing page that you might be creating on Onepage. So let's go ahead just within this project. We can go ahead and create another page, and let's do another forms and funnel template just to show you some other examples of what's possible. So here's the contact form. So we can start from template. We'll just name this contact, and you can see now this is in the same project, but under the /contact URL. So if we publish this, we're going to have 2 different pages. within our website. So here we can see we can edit the form, and you can see now there's only 2 steps. There's this step 1 and then the final step. So in this example, we don't have a multi-step form, but again, you're able to fully customize it with this is a select field, for example. If we edit it, this is the name, business name, position, multi-select. And then you can also have this consent button, which is really helpful. And then it'll push us to a confirmation page as well afterwards. So again, all of this is built in, and you can do it from scratch if you'd like, but also use these templates, which makes it really easy. So why don't we publish it and actually see what it looks like on the user side, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the actual results. And you're going to want to stick around because the next template is really impressive, and you're going to want to see what's possible. And then just on the page, we just have to go down and click publish. So I'm going to go ahead and click publish. So now if we click this link, we are live on the internet. And again, you can have your own custom domain for this. And this is great for like ads, for example, if you want to push towards a page that can convert really well to get leads, all sorts of use cases for this. So let's go ahead and just fill it out, and let's enter in some information and add the area. So this is like if you have a cleaning company and you would want to get leads for that. So it's as easy as that for users to go through the flow and actually submit their information. Okay, let's go back and let's create one more template here, which I think you're going to find really interesting. So we're going to do a multi-step recruiting funnel. So let's go ahead and start from the template, and we'll name this recruiting and create a page. And this is cool because it's really a fully built out landing page with the form built into it. So here we can see we have the landing page, but then here we have this section with the form on the top. So if we click edit form, now we can see this is actually a 6-step form with logic to show a different page for whether you basically are a fit or aren't a fit, it looks like. So for submission, we can see we'll get back to you within the next 48 hours, or we're sorry that you don't have the right position for you at the moment. And if we go to logic, you can see here, based on location, it looks like it's just checking based on if you're located in this specific city in Germany. And if you are not, then it just pushes you to the not fit confirmation page. And then it'll continue on to the contact form and then the final result to get back to you within 48 hours. So if we exit out, again, click into it, click edit form, you can see just like the previous one, we can go in and customize every part of it. Something I really like about Onepage and about their forms and funnels, and actually the whole way they build landing pages in general, is how nice the design looks right off of the bat. So you don't have to be a designer to actually make these forms and funnels and pages look good. And when it comes to forms and funnels, having a good design is a big part of the conversion. So if your page looks terrible, then people are going to be less likely to want to go through and convert on your forms. So again, just like the previous one, we would just click publish to actually publish this page. So you need to publish your pages individually. And now in this project, we have this new page for recruiting. So if I click start my application, we also have this nice bar at the top. And that was one of the settings that we saw earlier. And then I can go through and just select different ones. And I could upload a resume, fill out this information, and then we would, as the website owner, be able to start collecting this information. Then we can see here in the results, the new lead came in under my email. That was myself submitting it. And then something else you should keep in mind is Onepage connects to tools like Zapier. So here on Zapier, you can see you can connect Onepage and then take that lead, and then you'd be able to use it in any other application that connects to Zapier. So you're not fully stuck inside of Onepage if you want to have more functionality to bring it outside of Onepage. And then also from the CRM in the project, you can also go here. And one thing that's cool is you can create different lead lists and then add the integrations from directly from here as well, where you can see Zapier, Make, email, and a bunch of other options as well, including webhooks, which would allow you, if you're a little bit more technical, to then take this lead and put it anywhere you want. So it's very extensible. You're not locked into Onepage with the leads that you're getting, which I think is really important for software where you're collecting leads. I hope you enjoyed this video. Click the link in the description to go to Onepage and start building your own forms and funnels yourself. There's so many different use cases that you could use this for, and If you're not using forms and funnels, you're probably not optimizing how you're getting leads. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more free content like this, and we'll see you in the next video.